So yesterday was day one of the 2022 MLB draft, so I thought it would be fun if I went through my top 5 favorite picks from yesterday. Let's get into it.
MLB draft, the Seattle Mariners select Cole Young.
So let's get it started with first rounder Cole Young. I absolutely love this pick by the Mariners. In 21 games, his senior year, he batted .433 with 2 home runs and a .564 on base. So obviously the power isn't quite there yet, but I mean, he can run a little bit and he plays some pretty good defense out there at short. But look at these clips. I mean, you can't get too much better than that. That is an absolutely beautiful left-handed swing. I love this pick by the Mariners.
With the 40th pick of the 2022 MLB draft, the Los Angeles Dodgers select Dalton Rushing.
At number 4, yes, we have Dalton Rushing drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yet again, the Dodgers find a way to make one of the best picks in the draft by taking Rushing at pick number 40. Rushing backed up Henry Davis his first 2 years at Louisville, but this year was his chance to shine and he made it count. He batted .310 with a .470 on base. He had 23 bombs and had 62 RBIs. Behind the plate, I mean, he's definitely not the best catcher in this draft, but he's not awful. But I really like this pick by the Dodgers. They only had 1 pick yesterday and they made it count.
39th pick of the 2022 MLB draft, the San Diego Padres Limited Partnership selects Robbie Snelling.
So yeah, at number 3, I have Robbie Snelling. The Padres picked him with the 39th overall pick. He could have definitely gone higher. The Padres kind of got a steal here, at least in my opinion. He's definitely a little bit risky, but I think the risk is going to work out in this case. Snelling has a fastball in the low to mid 90s with a pretty good curveball and an average changeup. But watching these highlights, he really reminds me of Patrick Corbin. Take a look at his windup there and then look at this clip of Corbin. I mean, you can't tell me they don't look similar. He's also got that good curveball, which is similar to Corbin, and similar pitch velocities to Corbin as well. So Patrick Corbin would be my comp for him. Unfortunately, I don't have any stats for him, but he is my 3rd favorite pick in this draft.
And with the 65th pick of the 2022 MLB draft, the Tampa Bay Rays select Brock Jones.
At number 2, we have my favorite offensive player picked in this draft, Brock Jones. I was hoping he would fall just one more pick to give my Giants a chance to draft him. Who knows if they would have drafted him, but I really like Brock Jones. In 65 games at Stanford this year, Jones batted .324 with a .451 on base. He had 21 home runs, had 57 RBIs, and not to mention 16 stolen bases. He plays good defense out there in the outfield, really good speed, as I just mentioned. I love this pick for the Tampa Bay Rays. Wish he was a Giant, but fantastic pick for the Rays.
2022 MLB draft, the St. Louis Cardinals select Cooper Jerpy.
Without a doubt, in my mind, the best pick in this draft is Cooper Jerpy to the St. Louis Cardinals with the 22nd overall pick. This guy was the college baseball pitcher of the year last year. He went 11-2 with a 2.53 ERA for Oregon State. 161 strikeouts in 103 1/3 innings, not to mention only 27 walks. That is phenomenal. This year he had a .3 home runs per 9, and in his college career he had a .4 home runs per 9, only giving up 9 in 3 years at OSU. You take a look here and he looks exactly like Chris Sale, a little lower of an arm slot, but that's a pretty good comp if you ask me. He's got a low 90s fastball with a good changeup and a disgusting slider. The movement on his slider is so greatly exaggerated because of his low 3/4 arm slot. He's a guy that I think at the end of the year, if the Cardinals need some pitching depth, they could call up and use for September and maybe even October. I could go on forever about how good this guy is, and I think this is the best pick in day one of the draft. So that's going to wrap up this video. Let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite pick in the draft yesterday? and I will see you in the next one.